Sorry for the mix-up that part 14 was uploaded before, but Two Heroes was supposed to be uploaded first, and then part 14. So please watch the Two Heroes before part 14. Sorry for the mix-up again. Thank you. Hey, what is up, motos? It is TCCrew here with a new video for you. Welcome to a Two Heroes movie special about what if Deku could copy quirks. I just wanted to greet you guys by just saying, sit back and relax, you're in for a treat. So begin.
All Might, wake up! We have arrived at Island!
The number one's successor said, waking Toshinori up.
Oh, so we have my boy.
The number one hero said.
But do you know why I brought you along as well?
No, I don't.
Togata looking up at Yagi and waiting for a response.
We're bonded by something thicker than blood.
The bond between the two grew as the plane landed at the airport.
Tell me, young Mirio, what is this island for?
All Might switched into his muscular form that he has to keep up for the entire trip.
Island is an artificially moving island built for scientists to research quirks.
Toshinori was surprised by the teen's knowledge. As the two heroes walked up into the open,
It's All Might!
tons of people swarmed him, asking for autographs and pictures while Tintin stood there and waited.
I'm glad you're finally over.
Yaki looked at the time.
Oh, God, I'm late, I must say.
Just then, he was cut off by a girl bouncing over to the duo.
Uncle Might! Uncle?
Tokita questioned, knowing that Toshinori doesn't have any family.
Yes, Mirio, this is my niece, Melissa Shield.
All Might said, pointing to the girl.
Melissa, could you take us to your father, please?
Of course! He's going to be surprised to see you!
The teen said as she led the two towards the main building.
Boss, we have infiltrated the expo and the goods are on their way.
A mysterious man talked to his phone.
Excellent. I assume you will not disappoint me.
All for one asked.
Because if you do, I have a normal ready and waiting to be unleashed on the island. No, sir. I have everything under control.
The leader quickly replied.
Good, I'll see you soon.
The phone called off with Wolfram looking at all his henchmen carrying weapons.
Hello, my friend!
All Might yelled as he walked through the door to see David and Sam speaking to each other about Melissa's research.
All Might? How the hell did you get here?
The man asked, surprised at his old friend's presence.
Well, the whole Class 1A came here on a trip, and I asked Melissa if she could make a costume for young Togata.
The number one hero walked up to his former sidekick and gave him a big hug.
Sam, how about you take Melissa and Togata to her room for the young man's costume?
David suggested, noticing the smoke coming from Yagi.
And Sam, you get the rest of the day off. Wow, thank you, sir. I'll be on my way now.
Shield's assistant left the room to take the teens to Melissa's room.
We're here, Togata.
The girl said as she opened the door.
You can call me Mirio or Lemillion.
Both the teens walked up into the room as Tintin sat down on the chair.
Why the hero Lemillion?
Melissa asked.
Well, that's the number of people I want to rescue.
The boy said as he saw the girl walk out with a suit.
Well, that is a great goal to have.
She uncovered the suit to show a Silver Age All Might replica outfit.
UA and I helped to make this costume act just like yours. And it even has the 1 million on the front still.
Tears of joy fell down Mirio's face as he picked up the suit from Melissa's hands and immediately went into the bathroom to change.
Well, all you little shits. We're here at the Villain Attack attraction. This is where some of you can go and test your speed.
Aizawa picked 4 people to participate because they would be late to meet with someone if everyone did it.
Okay, so Kirishima, Todoroki, Bakugo, and Midoriya will do this, and then we leave.
Kirishima ran through the course with ease, but it wasn't very fast, coming 18th place with 33 seconds. Next up was Bakugo, who sped through the test quicker than anyone has seen, completing it in only 14 seconds and skyrocketing to first place. Candy Cane Boy was up after the blonde teen, Todoroki walking up to the mountain and froze all the enemies in an instant, tying for first place at 14 seconds.
God damn it, you icy hot!
The Pomeranian yelled just as a scarf wrapped around his neck, stopping him from moving any further.
We're on a trip and in public, so I advise you to behave.
The stern homeless man said.
Looks like I'm up next.
The green-haired boy walked over to the marked area. His left hand set ablaze and right hand froze.
I'm ready.
The timer started as half the mountain froze in an instant and the other half engulfed in flames.
Well done, kid. You got second place with 14.5 seconds.
The audience cheered.
I always knew you were a show-off.
Aizawa said, turning to the rest of the class.
I hope you all brought your formal wear because we are going to the Expo party.
What happened to you, Toshi?
David asked, the skinny man lying on the bed behind him.
Don't worry about me, Dave. I have the next symbol of peace on his way.
Shield gave him a confused look as Yaki left the room to go to the party. The whole class 1A walked into the party area with suits and dresses, getting stare from all the adults there because kids are not normally allowed there. The legendary All Might walked up to the podium as he watched the rest of his class and successor watch his speech.
Everyone gotta be a mighty hero no matter!
Toshinori's speech is abruptly interrupted as the Island security alarm went off.
Kids, get down!
The homeless man yelled as Class 1A, Mirio and Melissa ran out of the room and towards the staircase. A masked man and his legion rushed into the room of pros and scientists with guns. Powerful Quirk-canceling tape shot out from the ground, holding all the Pyros hostage.
All the electronics are not working.
The green-haired boy announced.
What are we supposed to do now? Let's just fight our way through these posers!
Bakugo spat.
That's not going to happen!
Melissa responded.
Island security is on par with terrorist prison.
The rest of the teens gave a loud gasp.
Izuku, if you use your quirk, could you make a distraction for the rest of us to help the pros?
Kaminari asked.
Wow, you said something smart.
The green-haired boy antagonized.
But I will be taking a few people with me. That was rude.
The blonde boy said.
Whatever, Dot's face.
Katsuki barked.
Suzu, Deku, who are you taking? First of all, did you nearly say my name?
The loud blonde's blood started to boil.
But I will take Todoroki, Uraraka, and Kirishima. What not me, you damn nerd?
Bakugo shouted.
You want to hurt bad guys?
Midoriya asked.
Then you best stay here.
Whatever.
The loud blonde replied.
Bash, we have 4 kids running up the stairs in the southeast corner.
Wolfram gave a loud sigh.
Everyone, go around this building and search for them.
The masked man yelled, making his henchmen dart to different exits in search for the teens.
You!
Wolfram shouted, pointing to David Shield.
You're coming with me.
David was dragged by the leader to collect a special item.
Now!
Tintin shouted as the class roof shattered. Denki short-circuited the power, making all the tape retract.
All Might!
Tokita called.
Don't worry about me!
Toshinori towered over the boy.
They took Shield! You need to save him!
What will you do, All Might?
Mirio asked.
Save the 4 kids that ran off!
Yaki jumped through the roof to find the kids.
Midoriya, the elevator is coming up.
Shoto warned his friends as they darted into the bush of a plant factory.
Bash, we have found 2 of the kids.
The small henchman said into the comm device.
Kill them!
Wolfram ordered.
That ain't gonna happen, Humpty Dumpty!
The loud blonde shouted as he charged the small man.
Howitzer, impact!
Katsuki yelled, spinning in the air, creating a massive explosion that destroyed the elevator and sent the henchman flying into the wall.
Come on, there's another way up there.
Todoroki created a massive ice pillar that the group stood on, taking them up to the only other exit.
This is the control room, right?
Ochaku asked as they walked into a room full of servers.
I don't know, but I don't think we are alone.
Just as Kirishima finished talking, a ton of bots flooded into the room.
Throw me!
Izuku shouted.
Gladly!
Katsuki grabbed Midoriya and launched him towards the bots. As Deku landed, he discharged 2 million volts, short-circuiting his brain and causing him to get captured by the bots. Todoroki froze half the bots and burned the other, freeing the green-haired boy from the bots' grasp. More bots came in from behind, trapping them in the server room.
I got this!
Bakugo shouted, holding off the robots as the rest of the group escaped towards the roof.
We can't go any higher than this.
The candy cane boy said.
Yes, we can!
The 4 people looked over to the other staircase to see Melissa and the strongest student in UA.
I can get up there easily, and so can the rest of you, only if you calm down and actually thought about this.
Tokuda said with a stern look on his face. Aizawa slowly walked up to the stairs to find Bakugo fighting a ton of security bots. Shota helped Katsuki protect the staircase.
I don't need your help.
As he said that, all security protocols shut down. A voice over the comms announced.
I have shut down the security protocols.
It was Sam, David's assistant.
Well, now we have to get to the roof.
The homeless man said.
Am I taking me?
I don't really have a choice.
The loud blonde said as he carried Aizawa all the way to the roof where All Might was standing.
You can't win, villain!
The number 1 hero spat as Wolfram towered over everyone with his giant metal structure.
You really think so?
The masked leader shouted back.
I played this scientist like a flute. He hired me to steal something from him, but I got a better contract from the man higher up.
And who would that be?
Toshinori asked as he saw Katsuki and Aizawa stand at the side watching.
You know him all too well. He goes by All for One.
A shiver went down the number 1's spine.
Well then, this will be a decent fight!
Yaki shouted with a smirk on his face.
I haven't had a good fight for 5 years!
Just then, the other group of students arrived at the scene. Midoriya, Melissa, Mirio, Todoroki, Kirishima, and Uraraka. They watched as Wolfram crushed the best pro under the weight of a steel barrage.
We got you, All Might!
We got you, All Might!
Both Katsuki and Shoto shouted, destroying both of the metal pillars targeting Yagi. All Might stood up, inspired by his students. He went above and beyond and smashed the iron defense of Wolfram. The metal smashed into millions of tiny pieces, causing everyone to duck and take cover from the shrapnel flying towards them.
Aizawa, do something!
The green-haired boy shouted, snapping out of his dazed state.
I'm sorry, Problem Child, but All Might needs to fight this on his own.
The kids gave the homeless man a disgusted look, but he knew that they would understand when they are older. Just when Yagi thought he had the upper hand, Wolfram raised a ton of metal wires, pulling him into arm's reach.
The big man gave me a present as well.
Wolfram's muscles grew larger and stronger as he grabbed the throat of All Might, slowly crushing it. Mirio began to get heated as he charged the tower with great speed.
Full cow, 40%!
It looked like he teleported as he phased through everything that he went to hit him.
Goodbye, All Might!
The masked man snapping the neck of the number 1 pro, making everyone break in tears apart from Lemillion. He thought it through everything and then jumped to where Wolfram sat, waiting for the next symbol of peace.
I'll kill you, bastard!
Mirio yelled, punching through the man's face, making it explode. Ochako threw up as she looked up to see that All Might's replica costume was drenched in blood.
Damn, that looks like the symbolizing Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Sparky said as he opened the door to the roof.
What actual fuck, Deke?
Katsuki shouted.
Well, the thing I was born to help complete has finally happened.
Kaminari yelled in a sadistic way as a purple portal opened up behind him.
Sayonara, heroes!
The traitor walked through the purple portal, disappearing into nowhere.
Dad, where are you?
The blonde girl shouted, finding David under the rubble.
I'm alright, we just need to leave.
The surprise in his eyes as he walked out to see Mirio standing on top of a dead All Might and Wolfram.
Did he kill them?
The man said with a broken voice.
No, he killed the person that killed Uncle Might.
Melissa said as she walked him to the group.
I'll inform the police and the pros about the tragic death of All Might.
Aizawa sat there and thought about how he could have prevented this, but he decided not to because he felt like Toshi needed to do this himself. All for One sat in his chair, laughing as he had finally killed All Might. But not to his knowledge, another One for All user was waiting for a fight. In the morning, almost everyone on Earth mourned the death of the number 1 hero in Japan. The villain celebrated, and the people that witnessed his death blamed Shota. Melissa stayed with Mirio as he slowly realized he killed someone in cold blood and stained his costume. Not only that, but he failed to save the first person he saw that needed help. All of Class 1A and the Shields came to mainland Japan for the funeral. No one said anything for the whole funeral as everyone was still shocked.
Dad, I decided I want to study at UA.
The girl said to David as they left the church.
I have decided to become Lemillion's sidekick.
Her dad was shocked at her statement, but then realized something.
I was once All Might's sidekick, so it's only fitting if you become Mirio's.
Melissa started to cry from the joy and the memory of Uncle Might, but nothing could stop her now. The first quirkless person to study at UA. Thank you all for sticking around, and I hope that you enjoyed. Before you leave, we would just like to let you know that We the Celestials has many other channels for your entertainment and viewing purposes. All the information you'll need is right below here in the description. So feel free to check out all the other incredible projects our team creates. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details will be in the description below. That's all for today's video, so goodbye, and have a divine day. Yeah.
This sponsor is by Skillshare. With the services Skillshare provides, you can get access to many in-depth tutorial videos on basically anything you want to learn. Each class that they have is bound to help you with your creative endeavors. Do you want to learn how to make videos like this one? Do you want to learn how to write scripts or edit audio? Skillshare has you covered. And with our link, you can have a 14-day free trial. So, what are you waiting for? Click the link now and get 14 days worth of classes free. Link in the description below.